I look like it.
Jalen, give an intro, bro.
Welcome today, man. This is Bread and Butter Cock. Dang!
All right, let me try.
Top
of the morning
to you. All right, welcome, man. This is Bread and Butter Podcast with
David, Eddie Henderson,
and I'm Jalen Gardner, man. So let's get this started, man.
Tell me,
that was amazing.
Talk what grade y'all in? Where y'all
Oh man, I go to Lake Highlands, bro. I'm a 10th grader. I'm a little old head, bro, but these two are old heads.
I'm a little bit older than him. I'm a junior, keeping it cool. And of course,
I'm also a junior. I'm in 11th grade. I play football. I go to Lake Highlands High School.
Very nice.
All right.
How long have you guys been a part of Forerunner?
2 years.
8th grade. Oh, that's 3.
Yep.
I've been a part of Forerunner since 3rd grade. Fun fact, it was at the beginning of Forerunner. It was only like 4th grade and up, and I wanted to be in Forerunner so bad. I would ask my teacher and Trey Kroom. I used to ask him, and I'm like, bro, I really want to be in Forerunner, and I'm like, please, can I be in Forerunner? And they're like, okay. Later on in 3rd grade, I think I was like one of the first people to like be in Forerunner underneath the grade limit or whatever.
I was actually brought in by what was our family friend, Mr. Rob. My mom's an immigrant from Nigeria, so when she first got here, she met Mr. Rob and Mrs. Kim, and they helped her out, and they became quick friends. And Mr. Rob was just like, hey, do you want to come to this program with me? And Mr. Rob always invites us and takes us and stuff as a family, so of course I was like, let me go. Let me have respect for this elder who supported my family. I don't expect too much from this. I walk in there, I'm like, wait, what are y'all doing here? Don't y'all go to my school? And then from there, it was like, Mr. Rob and me I already knew him, but I didn't know Rob as a person until he became my mentor. So that was something I didn't know. What about you, man?
Me, I don't know the exact date, but it was like around like late school. Actually, I think it was early school. I know it was last year. Coach Noah, he had made a joke. I think he had made a joke. And then I was like, for sure I want to mentor it. He's like, are you serious? I was like, Coach Noah, he asked me if I was serious. Yeah, for sure. He's all right, we're going to work on that. And then I think it was like a week or two after that, he came with me with Mr. Steve. Mr. Steve, he's a cool dude, he's a cool guy, you know, what you call him. For me, completely honest, wasn't what I was expecting. God working mysterious ways, man. Yeah, I've been enjoying Mr. Steve. He's a cool dude. He took me to that Mavs game, saw the Mavs game.
So when you first met him, how you felt about it? Like, when you first saw him? Like, it was like you were feeling him, or is it like, I'm gonna have to warm up to him?
Kind of like I had to warm up to him, 'cause that was the first time I ever seen him in my life.
What'd you look forward to when you heard you were going to get a mentor? What'd you look forward to?
The new experiences in life, just cool stuff, you feel me? Mr. Steve, he took me to my first ever professional sports game, the Mavs game. He was very welcoming. We went at my pace, cool guy. Now let's talk about you, man. You got a mentor?
Yeah, actually, in 3rd grade, we went to it was basically the first game of the season, a Cowboys game, and we were in the suite. That's when I met my very first mentor. His name was David. And then after a while, honestly, when I met him, I was so happy because my brother, I remember one time, his first mentor, Scott. I love Scott. I haven't seen him in a while, but I miss him. But yeah, I remember one time in elementary, I saw my brother get picked up, and I was like, where is he going? And usually me and my brother always do things together. So I'm like, where is he going? And he's like, oh, my mentor's taking me to a Mavs game. And I'm like, oh, I want to go. And he's like, no, you can't go, blah, blah, blah. So I was getting sad. I was like, no, I really want to go, blah, blah, blah. And so next thing you know, I ended up just having to wait on my mentor. And then David came around. I think he had a job opportunity like out of state or out of the city. I don't remember. But because of that, I was introduced to a new mentor, Brandon. And actually it was when... Huh? Yeah, he's still my mentor currently. I love him. I'm glad he's my mentor, honestly. I can't say I would rather have him over David, but because I feel like I just don't want to be rude to David. But I'm definitely grateful for Brandon. I'm thankful that he's my mentor. I'm thankful. And honestly, when I first had my mentor, I was like, oh, yay, finally, I get to just have fun. But then honestly, when I met Brandon, honestly, I was very shy. And it was never the case. I used to joke around with David, but with Brandon, I was very shy. He had children, James, Ellie, before he had Madeline. I was honestly, very shy. And Ellie was shy too, so I was like, okay, this might be awkward when the first time I met all of them. And then Miss Amy was very welcoming. James was very funny. So honestly, the experience that I had with him was honestly amazing. Yeah, we're still going strong. I think from what you had texted my mentor, apparently we have the longest going mentor-mentee type of relationship. So be appropriate. There's a time and place for everything. For instance, as much as I love James and Ellie, as funny as they are, and Madeline, now that she's grown up, I see times where like they would say something funny, and honestly, I'm very cool with it. Like I love it. I love seeing them be funny. I love when Madeline's like very corny or whatever with her like jokes, but I also see where he's coming from when he would like them to be more appropriate than usual, more respectful, due to me being a guest or whatever like that. And honestly, he helps me see how to like raise children. He helps me see how to financially be successful with how it goes with my kids. Like if I was like, I don't know, I feel like his family is very dependable on him. They don't have to rely on like necessarily, oh, I have to like, his kids have to get a job in order to help support them. No, I feel like he's very strong financially. He's very strong mentally. He's very good at keeping his composure. I've learned to keep my composure, be responsible. I learned how to be that person that others can depend on because of him, honestly.
That's very respectable. Like you seeing that and envying that for you to have that in the future. For me though, I think the biggest thing I learned from Mr. Rob is that connection is everything. Life is not just, you could be hardworking, you can be talented, but you also got to know people. And not in the way to manipulate, but understanding this is a community of teenage boys where we could all sit here and be like, yo, if I called you on the phone right now, we have a relationship outside of Thrive. We're not just Thrive people. If one of us had a birthday and Eddie was like, yo, bro, you trying to come? Bam, inviting Eddie. Eddie's coming. I'm coming to Eddie's coming to mine. And that's the type of thing that I think is very important for us.
Even on a more like business side of things, like more when it comes to involving you growing as a person, you needing to expand your career, you needing help. For example, Coach Steven, I remember one time during the Forerunner lesson, we all wrote down the career path we wanted, like different options. And in one of those options, I put employment, and he seen that paper, and he was like, okay, I have a friend that would love to hire you, and they did. And my whole freshman year, I was working for them. Although I was very irresponsible with how I used that money as a freshman, I still made money, and it was pretty good to know that like I could have someone like him to be willing to help me, and I didn't have to pay him back. It's just something that he's willing to do for me, and I'm willing to do for others, just for their benefit as a man of God.
What I learned from my mentor, man, I learned how to carry myself. My mentor, Mr. Steve, he carried himself with respect and honor and integrity. And he got aura, bro.
All right, ain't gonna lie, that's looking.
He got that W aura, man.
No.
I like how he carries himself, man. 8th grade me, I was a cornball. I used to carry myself like a trash can.
I was corny too.
I used to carry myself bad. I used to lie to people a lot. I used to not mean what I said. Studying Mr. Steve and how he interacts with people and how he treats me, I've learned how to carry myself as a man rather than a boy.
That's actually good. That's actually good. A young man. A young man.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm like 53.
That's good.
Most memorable moment was probably, I met his wife first, but you remember that one time where, everybody was here watching the game, the Cowboys game, and eating canes? Oh, that robbed. But but yeah, I met his daughter, and I met his 2 grandsons, and I met his son-in-law all at the same time. There's some cool people. Actually, I changed my answer. So let me take y'all back to a couple questions ago when you asked me when I met my mentor. It was before, I know for a fact, it was before Christmas Eve, 2023. All right, so he took me to church on Christmas Eve, and that was the first time I ever been in that big of a church in my life. You know the one over there by the 7-Eleven?
East side.
East side, that's what it's called. Yeah, what's it called? I went there, and they gave me a little candle, and it was cool, bro.
I think see, I've been knowing Mr. Rob for long enough, so if he sees this tape, he's gonna be like, that's your most memorable moment. I'm not gonna lie, I think my most memorable moment is that me sitting with Mr. Rob and we're driving around the car. I think we just getting ice cream or yogurt or whatever. And he just asked me, so what do you wanna do? And then for the first time, Now, it's different when I tell y'all what I want to do. Y'all my friends. Hey, yo, we the same age, and we all spitballing ideas right now. But Mr. Rob looks at me and he's just, what do you want to do with genuine interest? And it's just, I think it's the first time where I saw somebody that wasn't related to me, where it was showing actual interest in what I want to do for my career. Because I want to be a lawyer. Mr. Rob is a lawyer. I'm always curious about that. And with somebody who has an experience in that field, it's just interesting to talk to him about his experiences and what he does.
Do you know what type of lawyer he is?
He does business corporations. I think so. He's like a loophole people.
A loophole, all right.
I
think.
He does businesses.
Can you get back to me on that?
I'm gonna get back to you on that. But it's like,
Wait. Why are you curious?
why are you curious? What you been doing? Anyway, it was just
Not a criminal.
It was just the fact that I got to talk to him and I showed that genuine interest and we were able to connect on that. And it's just small moments like that. Or when he was like, David, you should go on a mountain trip. I did not want to go on that mountain trip.
Did you go?
I went.
No one knows
The Colorado trip?
The Colorado
How was
trip. It was great, minus the rocks.
Were you there?
Yes.
Was it like the same trail or was it different? Really?
Yeah, we slept outside. The outside wasn't, like, the camping part was nothing, bro. It was the walking. There was
That trip changed my life.
So he convinced you to go.
He convinced me to go, and he was like, I really feel like this is something you should do and that you wouldn't regret doing. Got on that bus that we got, drove up there, and I didn't regret it.
Amazing. I'm glad to hear that because that's honestly a beautiful thing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I really changed because of that. Surprisingly, as much as I went with like my mentor or like with my brother's mentor sometimes, I never really found a huge interest in sightseeing when I was little or when I was younger. I never really found the interest. But one time during Christmas, actually, I did go sightseeing and we went to look at different Christmas lights, all that beforehand. We was like at the house, like baking cookies and having dinner or whatever. And then I remember, honestly, like we were just playing like different songs, the Jackson 5, all that. Like James was there, Ellie was there, me and my brother was there, like everybody was there. And it was honestly, as much as, I don't know, it was honestly like very chill. Now that I keep thinking about it, it actually warms my heart up a lot more because I wish I had more memory of it. But it's underratedly a very great moment.
Okay, I'm going first. Get a mentor. You want it. I promise you're going to want a mentor. The only thing is, I'd say mentors and kids too, you got to be open to let this person into your life. And I'm not talking about, obviously, you don't have to start telling him all your lore and your deep, dark secrets off the bat. All I'm saying is it starts when you got to open your heart. You got to be willing to see this guy as more just, oh, that's the guy I see when I go to Thrive. Because even though Coach Noah isn't my mentor or Coach Todd isn't my mentor, there's still people that I see and be like, no, these are men that are in my life here for a purpose, not just people I see at Thrive. And because of that, when you start thinking like that, you start to open your heart and realize these people are here for you and want to know more about you. Mentors, you want to start just asking simple questions, like questions that you think are insignificant, but questions that matter. What do you want to do? What do you like to do? What would you like to go do? What are things that you do in your life? How do you feel like your relationship is with God? All of that stuff. Small opening questions, because they do matter. And we do think about it when you leave or when Thrive is over. Like that is something that we think about. So next time, we're going to answer your question if we don't answer your question. Or we might just tell you. Or, I don't know, when we got chips that one time, that was great. I'm not saying you got to throw a bag at the kid. Please don't throw a bag at the kid. But what I am saying is, it's just certain things. It's certain things like I told Mr. Rob. I think I told Mr. Rob one day, man, I always liked them crispy chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A. Next time I go with Mr. Rob, hey, David, do you want to get some Chick-fil-A? I'm thinking.
I had experience just like that.
I was like, because I was hungry too. So that's just small things that we notice and that we recognize. But what about you, Eddie?
Honestly, I'm going to start with the mentees. With the mentees, I'm going to say, humble your experience, humble your expectations, honestly. I'll say, and be more considerate. Because honestly, the mentors, they're willing to do what they can in order to spend their time with you like they're supposed to. They're willing to get to know you in many ways. But when they want to ask you, okay, where would you like to do this at? Or what would you like to do for this? don't because it's a difference between accepting or using what God gives you and then also just having your hand out.
I see
there's
what
a
you
difference
mean.
because I don't want the mentees to be like, oh,
He opens up when I give him stuff, so I gotta
exactly,
keep giving him stuff.
Oh, Christmas, I'm glad I got a mentor because I get to get one thing I want for Christmas, and I know
Like, that should be
maybe
the
your
last thing
parents
you
can't
think
afford.
about,
Yeah,
realistically.
exactly. Honestly, and when I say be considerate,
Don't be greedy.
don't be greedy.
Like, if it's in your
And-
heart, say it. But I also feel like there's a certain limit where that personal responsibility of, okay, but if this guy didn't have this much interest, would I still ask?
Yeah.
Because I ain't asked Mr. Rob for no PS5. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No,
No, I'm just saying,
great
don't
example.
Great
Great
example. Good job.
example. Honestly, yeah, stuff like that. I'll just give you great traits that my mentor has that maybe you could pick up on if you like. Basically, be very welcoming. He was willing to introduce me to his whole family, and now I love looking at James and Ellie as a brother and sister. Like, they're very funny. Be very open to them. Don't be quick to act as if they're just a mentee. I look at this program, I tell people all the time, I don't look at this program as a program. I look at it as a family, a brotherhood. And I say, when it comes to you needing to get that strong connection with your mentee, I would say for sure, don't walk into it looking as, okay, what am I supposed to do with this kid? Like, no, just look at him as if, not like he's your son, but like he's somebody that you're willing to teach. In order to be a leader, it's something that you're willing to do. It's not something that
Like
you're
family.
called to do. It's something you're willing to do. So just make sure you're being very willing and look at him as if you already have a bond. Because, that's the only way you can actually be really close to him.
So what you're saying is like a choice, not an obligation.
Yeah. Don't feel like you have to do something or else it's not going to turn out the way you want. Just be natural. Just do it because you want. Do what you want. Express to them what you want.
One piece of advice I give a mentor is be welcoming to the kid. At first, they might not like having a mentor. They'll ease up to you. Make it a statement that you have their best interests at heart. And yeah, that's what I gotta say to the mentors, to the kids, man. Be more accepting, man. You gotta be willing to form this new relationship with this person that just came into your life.
I remember one time we were having this conversation over dinner one time about how, whether or not you shouldn't put your hands on a woman. And honestly, as a young kid, I was thinking, if a woman hits you, you can hit her back. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hold on, I'm gonna get to that. So basically, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, hey, if she put her hands on me, she's asking for it. I don't equal rights, equal fights type thing. So,
She's asking for it. It's crazy.
I was like, and that makes the most sense to me. How come he's not willing to understand where I'm coming from? And I've seen that, but then I'm thinking now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, think about it. It's not just about, okay, so she hit you, so you retaliate. No, it's about what position is she in and what position are you in besides her just being a female and you just being a man. He made me realize that I'm not just being a man. I'm being a man of God, and I've accepted leadership and responsibility. And as a leader, you're not supposed to be that person, oh, she did it, so why can't I? No, you're supposed to be that person because you're supposed to basically take the image of God. And in order to
Separate
take
yourself from the crowd.
And in order to take that image from God, you have to realize what God did. When people spit in his face, he didn't spit in their face. When people were hitting him, making him hold the cross, he didn't repay that to them. He didn't give any of that back to him, knowing that he could have. We could have all been wiped away. We could have all been in hell. My mentor honestly made me realize that he wasn't just feeding into everything I was saying. Whenever I wanted to say something, he wasn't just, oh, okay, I agree 100%. Or he wasn't fake friendly, basically. Don't be fake friendly.
Patronizing.
Be honest, because as much as I didn't realize then, I realize now, and I respect and I love him so much more for it because honestly, it made me realize okay, so next time we have something like that, maybe I need to be more open-minded in order to learn from him.
My mentor, he checks up on me a lot. See, he texts me, what's your call, make sure I'm okay. And stuff
Maintaining
like
that relationship.
Maintain a relationship, being consistent.
I was just gonna say
longevity, like LeBron. Feel me? All right.
I think a lot of times we think, like everybody said, it's a personal connection, but I also think it's just the interest of actually being there to do something. Honestly, the most satisfying moments I've ever had with my mentor, we ain't spend no money, we ain't do nothing, we just went to his house. And we chilled. And I got to relax with his family and see how his family moves and just talk about God, meet his neighbors, simple stuff. Like incorporating me into your life without necessarily overtaking mine. Still showing interest in what I want to do.
Intertwined.
But giving me that
Symbiotic.
space where giving
Like
me that
mutual consideration.
Exactly, giving me that space where I can learn about
Mutualism.
you and you can learn about me and we can actually bond.
Exactly.
That's something I always thought was important.
A part of our hope is that one day you guys will be the mentors.
I'm already a mentor.
Okay, so tell me about thoughts about becoming a mentor.
I don't have to imagine being a mentor since I'm already a mentor. I'll go back to when I wasn't a mentor. See, I was scared but hopeful that I would be able to come into somebody's life and lead them the right way. I'm a mentor to my little cousin. He wants to grow up to be like me because I'm Jalen Gardner. I always make sure that I'm a good example around him, setting a good example of what you should be and all the good traits and qualities of a man, of God. Like I show him how to treat women, show him how to respect himself and don't let nobody see. Because Eddie already knows I'm big about respect. I show him to not let anybody take your respect away from you because every human is inherently valuable and you deserve your respect.
That's definitely something we got to clap about.
My thoughts about it, with the stuff that I've been through, I've honestly changed. And I feel like Coach Steven is one of my biggest witnesses. My mentor is one of my biggest witnesses. Shout out Coach Beth. She's another one. Honestly, Coach Trey, he's another one. They've witnessed how I've turned into such a great person with a lot of high potential of being a very great leader. I feel like I don't just want to be a mentor to just maybe my mentor is a mentor to me, but me, I want to be a mentor to many, like a leader. I want to be somebody people can look up on social media and be like, oh, have you heard about him? Oh, he's amazing. I want to be known for knowing God because I know that I can't sit here and have an image and then put myself in that image knowing that I wouldn't have that image if it wasn't for God. Mm-hmm. So honestly, in my career, I want to be a successful man and I want to take leadership in things even because we actually just talked about this with Coach Taj, how being a leader isn't something that you're called to do. It's not a position that you're put in. It's a position that you're willing to set yourself in from what you've done previously. Basically, if you have the traits of a leader, you're capable of becoming a leader and you should put yourself in that position. I used to be worried about being a football captain. And honestly, now he made me realize that's not what's important. Regardless of what position I am in, it's all about how I carry myself in that position. So I feel honestly, I want to be a leader to many because I look up to God. And I want a lot of people to know that I'm an example of why you should look up to God. I want to be honestly, I want to be powerful. But I know honestly, sometimes the way I be talking about that, it make it seem like people don't understand because they're willing to say, okay, hold on, you got to be humble.
That's understandable. You want to be a warrior in Christ. You want to be something that people can look up to.
Yeah, I want to be I don't know. I feel like I'm capable of being it might sound boastful, but I'm capable of being the best image of God. And I really want to be one of the most valuable instruments that God uses in this life. Honestly, one of the most valuable, one person, a person that could be known in history, like David, somebody like that. And I know it's honestly probably unrealistic, but honestly, bro, I honestly feel that type of position is in my spirit. I love talking about being in that position.
I wouldn't say it's unrealistic. I think
I'd say it's hopeful.
I think it's hopeful, and there's nothing, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. I understand that, especially just in life in general, who I am as a person. I think there's just so much I need to develop, whether as a person, whether that be physically, whether that be spiritually, and I understand that there's a path for it and going forward. I just want to make sure that every day, every month, every year, I can be a better person in all those regards, especially spiritually, which helps you shape the type of person you are going forward. So when I look back and I'm an old man, I can say I did everything that I could. And I did everything I could to not only get closer to God, but be a good person so that I can inspire others and also just inspire myself to do better every day.
That was tough.
Hey, real quick,
Remember to
Mentee-
smash that
mentors.
like button.
Hold on.
Hit that subscribe button.
I will say, hold on.
Notifications.
Important message. Mentors, I 100% support your decision on becoming a mentor. You're going to be a valuable brother to this program. You're going to be a brother. And there's people like me that honestly are like in a like very great position to where I'm not just somebody that you have to worry about. I'm somebody you can fairly connect with as well. So I feel like as a mentor, you will come and be known to a lot of other kids that will be just like your mentee.
And I would also say you learn a lot from your mentees. I like to think that we taught our mentors some stuff.
I felt like I taught my mentor basically because I shared a lot about how I was mistreated. I basically taught him how to like understand his children's experience more because I remember like a lot of the times he would honestly ask me questions. He would be like, okay, so what do you think I should expect? I was giving him the real side of things that he probably wouldn't be able to see from his perspective trying to look at them. And I told him straightly from my perspective, there's gonna be kids out here that vape, do all this weird stuff in the bathroom. It's not gonna be something, it's gonna be a chance to be sneaky and to lose your purpose, honestly, and to fall back from being a man of God within the school, within him hanging around with certain friends. And trust me, just because you're not going to see it right there on the plate doesn't mean it's not a part of the ingredients. Sugar and salt dissolves in water, honestly. So you may never know until you actually drink it. Honestly, I feel like that's what I helped teach my mentor, honestly. And, you know.
I don't really think I teach him. I think he more teaches me. But if I had to say that I taught him anything, I think I've taught him how a black 15-year-old kid speaks. If anything,
The brother experience.
I think I've showed him a little more diversity on the inside, like a black family home. Yeah.
What mutual connection do you have with your mentors?
Ah, man.
When y'all first met them, like for instance, when y'all first met them and y'all got to know each other, what was something y'all were both fairly interested in that you're like, oh, this is great. This is something I know we can get along with for sure out of everything.
Mr. Rob knew me when I was a baby. I was a little kid in elementary, and I wasn't bad. I didn't like to hurt people. I would just do things without knowing. Like my teacher would try to teach something. I'd be like, I don't think that's right, miss. In the middle, I'm one of those kids. So
You're a goofball.
I was a little bit of a goofball. But what I mean, like, I knew Mr. Rob for a while, but I think Mr. Rob got to see me develop as him and Miss Kim got to see me become a better person as I aged. Obviously, a 5-year-old is gonna act worse than a 15-year-old, but still, the development of watching me become a better person and what that meant. And then every time they see me, I got a mustache now. Sorry. Remind me the question.
When you first met your mentor, what was like a mutual connection that y'all already
I
had?
think I taught Mr. Rob to connect to people that wasn't his kids. I'm not gonna say he couldn't do it. I'm not gonna say he hasn't been doing it, but I think if I don't even know what I taught. Maybe I taught Mr. Rob something and he's, no, that's completely wrong. This is what I know from you. But for me, I think it was just understanding that, hey, especially because I'm from a different background.
100%.
I was scared because I'm like, this guy doesn't go from the same background as me. I don't know if he likes the same food as me. They eat salads. Like, for me, I'm serious. Like, for me, not to say we don't eat salad, but I don't eat salad. But the thing is, it was...
Bro, the shade, bro.
But what I'm saying, like, it was culture shock. So for him to be so cool with it, he taught me something, and I don't know if I taught him something, but just to open that, where it's like, we truly are all brothers. Right. We're all in it together, and we're all connected. It's just we have to see past the barrier of what you look like and what he look like, especially during this time, especially how our country is. It's just, no, this is the most important thing. And I feel like, if anything, Mr. Rob taught me that, but I think I reminded him of that, if I were to say something.
We pulled y'all in this room for a reason. I think that y'all shared a lot of stuff that would be helpful for any person who loves Forerunner, any person who wants to be a mentor, any kid who's thinking about getting a mentor.
Hey, and although we don't know you yet, hopefully, we
Get
still
him into
love
your
you.
mentor.
We still love you. We want the best for you. We want the best
to
for
go.
your options. We hope and we pray, we all will pray, that God watches over you every single day, every night. And we hope that you thrive just like this program.
And we hope to see you at Thrive.
All right. One more time.
We'll let him close it out.
All right, remember to hit that like button, slash that subscribe button, and hit the notifications. Good night, everybody.
Remember, this was bread and butter.
Go get you some
Stay
bread and
prayed
butter.
up. Stay prayed up.
Pray up, man.
We love you again.
The word
We all
of the
love
day is faith.
you. Jalen loves you. David loves you. Eddie loves you.